Hey guys, how's it going? The D here, Daniel, TDJ. So we're going to talk about Dead by Daylight again. We're going to talk about another guide. We're going to talk about talents in specific, which ones you're going to want to take for your character in order to play optimally, depending on what you want to do in the game. So currently there is two main ways of playing. You can play very survival and trying to survive as hard as you like. And then there's the other side where you can be equally as rewarded, which is the sort of hero side of things where you build into helping your teammates. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the most globally accepted perks as being like very, very powerful. And the very first one that we're going to talk about is Spine Chill. So Spine Chill is essentially, you know when the killer's coming to your particular location before he's even there. On the heartbeat, before he's even there. If he's looking in that direction and come towards you, this is going to alert you and you're going to be able to walk away, don't run, and go crouch down behind some objects, and it'll really allow you to play a little bit better than usual. So Spine Chill is the most powerful one. You've got Premonition, which is similar. If you can get that instead, that'll be equally good. But here we go, we're going to talk about this. So if the killer's within a 12 metre range of you, which is approximately about 6 character lengths away, then if Spine Chill is active, you'll be notified. You'll have more skill triggers, which is a bad thing. It means you'll most likely blow up the generator. This is a downside, so the killer, obviously you're not always going to be ahead of the killer. This one, if you can do it out with a skill check, you can calmly stop the generator and walk away. But like it says here, there is a 10% chance now that you're going to blow up the generator by stopping. Success zone's reduced by 10%, so if the killer is coming closer, it's going to be a little bit more tricky to actually land those skill shots before you can leave the generator alone. But while it's active, your repair, heal and sabotage speeds are increased by 2%. So basically, the powerful thing about it is you know when the killer's coming. So when the killer's looking in your direction, this is going to proc. It's going to make a sound that you'll notice. It's different from anything else in the game. And basically you're going to start working a bit faster to repair that generator. But it's the knowledge of knowing where the killer is, knowing that he's coming closer, that's worth its weight in gold. So that'll allow you to make some decisive action and allow you to play around that. The next one we have is Premonition. It looks like that, and Premonition is the exact same thing. You are the undeniable capability to sense danger. Get an auditory warning when looking in the direction of the killer in a 45-degree cone. So this one's essentially the reverse. This one allows you as a character to actually know where the killer is. So if you want to know where the killer is, all you have to do with your character is stand at the map and turn your camera slowly, and eventually this will proc off when you're in the direction of the killer. So that it's good to, it's a really good one because it allows you to free up some space with other good talents, such as I'm just going to find it here for you. So another really good talent is the talent Dark Sense, which unlocks the potential to see the killer when the gates are closing. It's really good because when the gates are powered and you want to pick a gate to go to, because there's always going to be 2 gates, Dark Sense allows you to see which one the killer's going to for a certain period of time, so you can make a decision to go to the other one. If you've got Premonition on the other hand, you get that bonus at any point. Just simply go towards a gate and scan that gate as you get close to it. If you're perk level 3, you really don't have to be that close to it. You could literally be about 5 to 10 seconds worth of running away, and you could just turn around and you could scan it to see if he's there. If he is, go the other way, especially for the Wraith, because you wouldn't have the heartbeat monitor anyway. So that's really cool, but it also allows you to play good in the game as well. for example, the Dark Sense one, where you can see the killer at the end, that wouldn't necessarily allow you to pick a generator to repair. If you had the choice between generator A and B, you could use Premonition by just scanning between the two areas and seeing which way the killer is. That way you can make a bigger gap as you want. It'll allow you to get that extra generator pushed forward. So those are two really good ones. If you can get either of those are your talents that I would normally suggest putting in for the survival type game. On top of that, you would be using two other, assuming level 25, two other of your class specific talents. So for example, if you are Meg, you will be using Sprint Burst, which is insane. It allows you to run really quickly, actually faster or as fast as the killer as far as I'm aware, for 3 seconds, which would allow you to gain some serious advantage in duping them, turning around corners. You might want to use Quick and Quiet, so you don't make as much auditory noise. So when you're running away, the killer basically has, if you're not running, you going over fences, hiding in closets, cupboards, you're not going to make as much noise doing that. So Quick and Quiet is a really good option. Sprint Burst, Quick and Quiet, and Premonition would be a really good build, and then another talent of your choice. If you were Jake Park, you might want to take the Saboteur, because that would allow you to break down the hooks around the generator, which means if you did get caught, worst case scenario, then the killer might not have a hook to put you on, and you could run back or run away from him before he could actually get a chance to spike you on one that's far away. Also, it might be good to just troll the killer, disable all the hooks in the map so that he's only at the basement, and then that way he's essentially screwed. Cam Spirit, another really good choice. A lot of people don't really understand the power of the crows. Not only can the killer hear that crows crowing, but it can also get a talent which allows the crows to actually give him an indication someone's in a certain direction. So kind of like blowing up a generator level of screw up would happen. So Cam Spirit stops that from happening a lot of the time. If you're Claudette, very easy again. Self-care, one of the best talents in the game, allows the ability to heal yourself without a healing item. So if you can get away from the killer, if you're quite skilled at juking him and getting away around the corner, then heal yourself back up to full, gives you 2 hits before you can get put down again. Unless you're versing the insanely underpowered and laughable hillbilly, and you get hit by a chainsaw, but that's a different tale for a different time. And then last of all, you've got Dwight, who I currently believe for the survival game doesn't bring too much to the table as far as his talents go. He's really good for other things though, but for the talents and the survival, he's just not a survival type. He's not a selfish character. It says here in his bio that he's a team leader, so he's mainly for the other style of gameplay, which is equally rewarding as survival, if not more rewarding, which is the sort of team player, helper, healer, support type class role. So if you were to play a survival game, I might even suggest not even taking a single one of these and looking into taking some more of the generic talents which everyone's got access to. Perhaps you might want to take small game, which allows you to see bear traps if you're going up against a lot of trappers who's tier 1 right now. So a max level small game would allow you to see the traps long before you stand in them. So if you keep an eye out for that, that's really good. So I'm finally going to quickly talk about, really quickly, the final way, which is equally as rewarding as survival, which is the team player, the brave soldier who goes out and rescues people off spikes, heals people back up. This is where this guy Dwight really shines. He's got the bond, which allows him to actually see other survivors highlighted to him, an aura, and then he can go up and heal them. And also, as all survivors do, you can see people on hooks. So if the killer isn't camping the hook, you could go rescue them, let them run off their own direction, and then go get them at a later point, heal them back up. And 2 of the excellent talent choices to take with that would be We'll Make It, which allows you to increase your healing speed by up to 300%. So basically that would mean if you rescue a survivor, you heal them twice as fast. If you rescue another survivor for 3 minutes, you'll be healing 3 times as fast. And then if you rescued a third survivor, after you've rescued that survivor for 3 minutes after that, you will be allowed to heal at 4 times faster than normal, which is essentially just, and that's him healed. So that's quite a good talent if you're going to go with the selfless hero type build. And the other one, which is a must take, is No One Gets Left Behind. This, in my opinion, is the most broken talent for blood point farming right now. At level 3, it allows you a 100% increase in blood points. So to make that clear how much that is, that's 4,000 blood points per hook and heal. So if you take someone off the hook and heal them, you've just earned 4,000 points. If you do it twice, you're capped out. And also, as an additional bonus, as if that wasn't already incentive enough to start helping your teammates out more, you can also perform your actions 15% quicker. So taking people off the hook, taking people out of bear traps, and anything else that might get implemented in the future, helping people will be done 15% quicker. I mean, you're so quick at taking somebody off the hook that you could literally run up and take them off before the killers even set up the bear trap, and you could be disappeared by that point. You're really, really quick. It's 15% quicker, and you get 100% more blood points at max level. You can see here what happens if you've got the tier 1 or tier 2 version. It's still very, very good, and even the tier 1 version I've been using since the beginning, I've upgraded to tier 3 now, but yeah, it's really good if you like playing survival. So that's a brief guide that I'm going to give you today on the 2 ways you can play the game as far as I'm concerned for Survivor. I'm going to make a video for the killer soon, but that was it for now. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. If you've got anything else you want me to talk about this game, I've got plenty of experience in it. I'm pretty sure I can share my nuggets of wisdom. I think I might be slightly above average right now at least, and I hope you guys appreciate it, and you guys can leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll get to work on the next video if you need something else. So thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay beastly. Peace.